Oh, Mr. Ed here. Today is today the 1st or is the 31st?
31st.
31st of
May.
2022. Thank you, Dr. Billy. So today we're in Amy, Louisiana. A beautiful, well, it's almost summertime weather. We got out here early because it's going to get hot today, and we're on the west side of the building. So, well, actually, we're we're on the facing this way. So we're on the, I don't know what side of the building we're on, but that sun is right there.
We're on the north side of the building.
There you go. Thank you, Charlie. We're on the north. That's right, because we're on. All right, so we're on the north side of the building. So that sun, we're going to be getting that sun pretty much all the day. Our bees, it's only 7:30 right now. Our bees are they're flying in right now. They're going in here. How you like this contraption to keep the bees in, huh? It's got a nice board holding it up, and the bees are right behind the tin right here. So I'm going to have to take this piece of tin off, and then that will reveal the bees. And with us today, we got a brand new wannabe. Beaky, come here. We got Dr. Billy's son, Alexander. Now this guy is a genius. Went to Chicago. You tell him where you
went to Chicago.
And what'd you do in Chicago?
I did physics.
Yeah, physics.
Yeah.
Well, this is like past a rocket scientist kind of guy. And then where'd you go after that?
Went to Columbia for computer science.
So now you're at Columbia
I'm
right
at
now?
Columbia now.
Masters.
Yeah, a master's in computer science.
A master, and then you're going to Wall Street. Is that the plan right now?
Mm-hmm.
Look, a physicist going to Wall Street. Can you believe that? But he's got interest in bees, and so he wants to wrangle bees with Mr. Ed. His dad, Billy, and of course, good time Charlie. They're back there. Mm-hmm. And we're going to pull up tin down. By the grace of God, we're going to get these bees right here. They're going up to the Abbey with me. You guys ready to wrangle?
Ready to go.
All right, let's do it. As you can tell, it's just some tin on this building. I'm not real good with removing. Oh wait, we gotta be quiet on the set, man. What is it? I mean, what?
We didn't know you were live.
Now I lost my train of thought. Doggone it, that's so easy to do. I haven't removed much tin in my days. Reckon Ralph would look at this thing and snap the thing and the thing would pop right off. But I'll figure it out, I guess. I'm going to just peel it back and hopefully we'll reveal a nice colony of bees.
That's the plan.
Yeah, and plans are very much open to change.
They're flexible.
Yeah. See, when I came last time, I got that right there. And that's why I said they were in the wall. They're not in the wall. They're in this.
Got enough, or you need?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ralph would be proud of you right now.
I found bees.
All right.
Well, that's the end of it, at least right there. But it goes over further this way. you have it. And what you see is a hive in trouble. This hive, and there's been other hives here too. You can see this is where a previous hive had been. This hive may have been using this stuff for stores, but I don't know. I see him working it behind it. But I see wax moth. I've already seen wax moth. I've seen hive beetle larvae. This hive is in trouble. I'm not going to be trying to salvage comb off of this one unless when I get behind it I see some prettier comb than that, because this is way, way, way too nasty. You can see there's some new comb right here. Here's a piece sticking down. So there may be some good comb behind that, but we just have to start with it. So look, here you go, right here. Look at that. So when you see the wax moth larva at this stage, that is a bad, bad omen right there. This hive is on the decline, and these guys, and what they do is they don't kill a hive. The way my mentor used to tell me, they put the hive to sleep. It's already weakening, and they can't protect themselves. The wax moth move in, and then they just wipe the hive out. Like I said, this isn't the first larva that I've seen, but I've seen hive beetle maggots as well. So like I said, I'm not using any of that comb, because it's gonna have all kind of eggs in it, and it's just not worth it. But if we might find some newer comb back there, but we'll find out. All right, so I'm going to set up the BVAC, the ice chest, and we're going to start taking the comb, because the comb still has value to me for the beeswax, so I can melt it down for that. One more point I want to make. As you can see around the edges of these cells right here, the white and how it's been chewed through. This is typical, the typical look of what a hive looks like when it gets robbed out. These cells were made for storage of honey or drone broods because they're oversized cells, but the bees used it for storing of honey, and then whether it was this hive or the hive prior to this hive, it got robbed out. But I would say that it was the hive before this one when this hive got robbed out. Anyway, that's enough talk. Let's cut out some comb and vacuum up these. I've removed the old dead comb and put it in the chest, and you can see that the comb that I was pulling off before is all just crumbly. And so now, as we get onto the comb that the bees are walking on, traveling on, it's more supple, it's soft. You can see it actually bending instead of cracking. So it's soft because the bees are working this stuff right now. What I'm going to do right now, you can see how many bees have now come out, and they're covering the brood up again. So I'm going to start vacuuming some of these bees off, and I'm going to want to start removing the comb on this side. And this section of comb right here is all nectar right there. So I may cut this part out just so I can see the bees if they're running here, and I could vacuum them. But you know, with me, anything goes, and I change my mind every 5 seconds. So. What my thought is, I wanted to remove the comb, and you see I had to open it up all the way, because once I got here and I saw this piece, I said no, this one is going up, so I figured it's going up further. So I opened it up, and by opening it up, I want to remove all that comb, because as I'm going to start vacuuming, I'm going to be able to see these bees. If they start going up there, they can't go any further over here, because there's a stud right here, but it does open up in the front. But that rat nest that I took out, it's going up inside of the wall. So I'm hoping that's going to keep them from going up inside the wall. We did bring the honey bandit with us in case we need it. So now that this is all removed, I can now start vacuuming up more of our bees. And I tell you, when I first opened this up, I thought this hive was in bad shape. They are a serious number of bees in this hive, and I don't know, it's pretty impressive to go from where I think it's going to die to these are pretty healthy bees. All right, I'm going to start vacuuming these guys up. So I'm taking a break from the bees. They're killing me right now. And we're gonna see if we can catch this big old mama bass right now.
Yep, got it.
It just broke.
Oh,
She had
no.
it, Charlie. She had it. And as you can see, I'm whittling away at it. Slowly but surely. We gave them a break, get them to regroup back up on the comb, and they were starting to run, panic, and I really wasn't wanting to do that. I wanted to just vacuum off the comb, get the queen to come back. I was hoping that she'd be able to walk back on the front of this so I could get her, but that didn't happen. So I'm going to start up the vacuum cleaner again and get them going. Now before let me make this little point. There you go, look at that. Fred, you see that? That's the opening for the hive right there. Now that's a big old mouse hole right there for sure. It might have been that rat that was living up in that top of that hive, huh? Anyway, that's where the bees came on in and moved into where another hive had been. Look, look at that right there. Look at that wax moth. Oh, these things are so nasty. Okay. Woohoo! Thank you, Jesus. Man, what a battle! But I knew that honey band is gonna push him out. I sprayed it on the bottom, not on the top, to not get on the comb. And you know, sure as heck, boy, she just came out. Charlie said, "I got it. There she is." He saw her. He saw her before I did. And then I just moved in for the quick pickup. So we're just about all done here. I see she's another tiger stripe. She's got some nice, beautiful little butt on her. Well, it ain't little, it's big. All right, we're gonna go ahead and finish vacuuming up these bees and wrap up this video. All right, let me show you what we got. Man, these guys had no stores whatsoever. This is all the the honey. There's no capped honey in here. It's all just nectar. That's all the nectar that we got out of there. A couple of pieces of brood. I'll be able to use that. And then I guess the really haul from this one, besides the bees, would be all this wax right here. And I'll definitely be melting this stuff down. Oh yeah, and we got something else too. Look at this. All our bees and her royal highness inside of there. And when I came up here a week ago and I shot the FLIR, and I got a reading from the tin, and then I went inside the building and got another reading. So I was convinced that the bees were behind that tin. And when we get up here today and I started to pull the tin off, and there ain't no bees there. Like, this is starting
Took him an hour. It took him an hour just to take the tin down.
This is starting to be a regular happening that we think we know where the bees are. I think I know where the bees are, and then nowhere around that. So Charlie's and I, we put on our detective hats and we walked around walked around and still couldn't find them. And Charlie says, well, Jeff, why don't you try on the other side of the wall, on the other side of the little chicken coop? And so sure enough, I came over here and I got an image. It wasn't anything strong. And I opened up the wall and boom, we got bees coming out.
We had bees.
Yeah, so other than, spending, an hour plus finding the bees, it didn't take that much longer to remove them.
No, it wasn't that bad,
And because of the amount of stores in the hive, because I saw very little cat brood, I really think that this was a swarm that moved in here, 6-8 weeks ago, something like that. But they were just starting to get into the swing of it. I did manage to get I'll probably get about 2, maybe 3 frames of brood to frame up to keep the bees in the box. But other than that, I'm gonna have to feed these girls. They got.
Yeah.
But our tallow is just coming into full bloom right now. We'll have a good 2-3 weeks of that flow, but after that, boom, it's empty.
It's done.
Yeah, so I am gonna feed them to get them built up a little bit, and then the tallow come on, and even after the tallow's finished, I'm sure I'm gonna have to feed these bees. All right, what do you think now?
It was an experience. I mean, we had chickens in there, we had spiders.
Big spiders.
Big black spiders. And, other than that, I think it was straightforward. As soon as Jeff found the bees, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah,
So, other than being hot.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's all I've got. That's all you got?
Well, I think we wrap it up.
I think so. Thanks for watching.
And keep on watching.
We're going to be making more.
God bless, Mr. Red,
And good time, Charlie.
we're out of here
We're
to
outta
the
here.
next video. Now, if you want to catch a big bass, you got to use a big poach.
A plate?
A poach, a big old poach. All right, so we're going to just put this little perch.
Watch your pole down there.
And we're going to put it right here.
I was trying to clean off. She might have ate that last one you just took off.
Yeah.
She's full. After eating that big perch.
Yeah.